morning. It's officially Halloween day. Hi, kitty. Happy Halloween. On Saturday when we went to that party, I met a chiropractor and he actually worked on my back a little. Well, he massaged my back a little bit, I guess. Do chiropractors do massages? Probably. Anyway, he says I'm really knotted up and I should probably get in and see his chiropractor. And I don't know if that was, because he's from Milwaukee, so it's not like I'm going to drive an hour to go see him specifically. So maybe he was just advocating for, I don't know. Last time I saw a chiropractor once, and it didn't do anything for me because I needed some relief like right away, and so I had to go to physical therapy. But in any case, I might look into it because when he worked on me, it hurt so bad. But then the next day when I woke up, I was like feeling really good. And now I feel like I need a full body adjustment, you know? Anyway, good morning. Happy Halloween. I'm going to finish go to the bathroom and we're going to get to work. Good morning. So I just had a thought. And yeah, I think sometimes. My thought was, you know how you use like full fat cream or whipping cream or whatever to make butter? It's the fats that make the butter. So I wonder, can you make butter out of flavored creamer? I wonder, because I think a hazelnut butter would be really good on some toast. Know what I'm saying? I think it would. So I think there will be an experiment happening pretty dang soon. Good afternoon. It's lunchtime. Oh, excuse me. Sometimes I feel like there should be classes on critical thinking or deductive reasoning, because sometimes you're given a scenario and within that scenario is the solution, and these are not always done by math, you know. Sometimes you have like actual problems, not always 2 + 2 is 4 and whatever the reasoning is, you know, or something. So I feel like, so let's see, within the insurance world, a common denial that we'll get is that we are missing an explanation of benefits or payment information from the primary insurance. Now, using your deductive reasoning or critical thinking skills, so while on the phone, the customer service rep would be using critical thinking skills. In other words, they would get the call. Caller wants to know, why did their claim deny? Well, critical thinking would be, first we need to know what claim and how do we find a claim. We need to know the date of service. We need to know the amount billed. You know, assuming we already know who the claim is for. So that's our customer service critical thinking. So we will think about that. We'll ask those questions to the caller. Now, when the customer service rep deduces that the claim is denied because we do not know what the primary insurance payment is, you as the caller should be able to use your critical thinking and deduce that if we don't have that information, perhaps you should send it to us, because either the beneficiary or the provider have that information. So depending on who's calling us, beneficiary or provider, you send it to us. So either have us, if you don't have it, Where do you think you can get it? Critical thinking. If you do not have an explanation of benefits from your other insurance, where do you think you can get that information from? Critical thinking would tell you, deductive reasoning would tell you that you're deducing that you could get the other health insurance information from, drum roll, the other health insurance. Yeah, so a lot of skills in life, not just with health insurance, but just in life, require deductive reasoning and critical thinking. Let's say your house has started on fire. Just started. Small flame. You could put it out, right? That's what you got to do, right? Deductive reasoning, in this case, critical thinking would be, my house is on fire. Let me think quickly about that. How can I fix it? We put the fire out. Okay, how do we put a fire out? Depending on the type of fire, you generally throw water on it. If it's a grease fire, you smother it with baking soda or a cover or something. Okay? If you know that if you don't know how to put out a fire, perhaps your deductive reasoning or critical thinking in this place would be to call 911. You call 911 because your house is on fire, is becoming on fire. I have a small fire, 911. How do I put this out? It's not going anywhere. I just need to know how to put it out. Cover it in water. What kind of fire is it? Is probably what they'll ask you, because they are critical thinking. We got to know what kind of fire it is in order to know how to put it out. Oh, it's in my sink from something I was frying. Well, do you have any baking soda? Oh, God. Do you have any baking soda or a big cover? Yes. Throw it on there. There you go. Smother it. All done. Deprive it of oxygen. Okay, so I feel like these are skills that should have been taught throughout school. Okay? Critical thinking and deductive reasoning. Now, I believe math is supposed to teach you deductive reasoning, but not every scenario in life is a math problem. At least I don't think. I mean, would you consider, I guess it kind of is, because it's usually scenario A plus scenario B equals scenario C, right? So like scenario A is house is on fire, plus scenario B, a whole bunch of water or whatever, equals scenario C, house not on fire. I would think that's what, maybe, but not everybody thinks that way. Like, you could go A plus B equals C, and people are just going to look at you like, huh? I don't get it. So maybe school, or just in your own home, you can teach your child this life skill of deductive reasoning or critical thinking. And critical thinking. I would say critical thinking is more like when something needs to happen ASAP. Like, oh, I'm starting to fall. What should I do? Critical thinking requires fast thinking. I think it's something. So a lot of adults don't have critical thinking or deductive reasoning skills. They really don't. And I'm like, how. I've learned a lot in this job, this 18 years of this job, and a lot of it was how to, you know, do critical thinking or deductive reasoning and critical thinking. We'll just call it critical thinking. It doesn't matter. Because you have to think on the fly sometimes, and you have to tell them, all right, I think it's this. Well, what if it's this? If you have a what if, check out that what if. We can't always answer the what if questions because sometimes something else has to happen first in order for us to know. Because if this, then that can go on forever. Anyway, I think everyone should learn deductive reasoning and critical thinking. These are great skills to have, and it takes practice to learn them. Yes, it is that time. Time to begin another art project. I have another challenge. I had another challenge. Still have. I have like 5 challenges. So, all right, let's start on the sky. This time around, I decided to use my acrylic, Simply Acrylic. These, it's not the ones that Barbie gave me, which are a completely different brand, Cali Art or something. I haven't used them yet because it's just so beautiful. I don't want to wreck it. In any case, I'm using these ones because I'm like gonna try and not mix as much, you know, like usually I'll just stick with the basic red, yellow, blue, green, and I know you can make, well, like sometimes you need a specific green, so red, yellow, blue, green, brown, not brown, yeah, brown and white and black. So usually I stick with like the basic colors and I mix my own stuff to make the, to match the whatever challenge I have. So anyway, this time I decided to use the other stuff. I mean, I still have to mix some stuff, like making, I have this blue, but it's too aqua, which I'm pretty sure is the color. It's called, honestly, I don't, oh, it's just light blue is what it says, but it wasn't light enough for the sky. So I had to mix white with it or whatever. But in any case, I'm trying to mix less and rely on, not rely on, but to work with these acrylics. But in any case, what I'm trying to say is they don't dry as fast. And I don't have like a hand fan. I should get one. Get a little hand fan to dry it. Like a little motor powered, battery powered, whatever. All right, well anyways, I'm gonna take a break from this. I'll come back to it and I'll work on putting in the mountains. I got you, Miss Birdie. You ready to go? Ooh, blurry. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm going. I'm following you. What is it we need? You're going really slow. Go on. What do we need on my dirty stairs? Oh, you know what I spent? Oops. 5.5 hours cleaning. One of the things I didn't do was clean the stairs. Okay, Kitty, I see. Let's scoop this up. We've got food. I hear you purring. There you go. Look at all the food you got. Is that what you want? We still have a mess? Well, if you wouldn't make a mess, I wouldn't have to pick it up. Right? Is that what you want? I don't have treats. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to eat what regular food. Okay. I'm so sorry. She wants treats. I don't have any. I'm sorry. You know what I do have downstairs is tuna. Oh, yeah, okay, let's go get that. All right. I gave Kitty a tiny amount of tuna. Tuna has a lot of sodium, so we don't want to give her too much. She is there enjoying her plate of stuff. Yep. So what do I do with the rest of it? Make a tuna salad. A tuna salad sandwich. Tuna sandwich, whatever. Russ likes this whipped dressing. It's mayo. It's basically mayo. So I'm gonna put that in here. I'm gonna put a little bit of sour cream and I'll get some mustard. Here's the tuna goop. Beige. We're gonna have a beige sandwich. Tuna goop. I added more sour cream, and I also put in some what's this stuff? Parmesan cheese. Just like the, you know, the green can stuff. I need to absorb some of the liquid, that's why. Gave it a little flavor, yeah, but that's okay. Just gonna put that on there. There's a lot in here to make like a few sandwiches. So Russ said he didn't want a sandwich. So I said, cool. So I'll just package this and, you know, save it for later. I put a piece of cheese in it. Here's my sandwich. It's got a piece of cheddar, sharp cheddar cheese in there. Yeah. It's a good sandwich. Mm-hmm. I bit my lip. Awesome. You know what I have tomorrow? My interview. I'm studying my PowerPoint presentation. I don't have to get through the whole thing, but I do need to get slide 6. And there's like 18 slides. So there's 19 slides rather. How do they expect us to get to slide 18 if we don't get past slide 6? Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter. I have to look up. I'm looking up stuff because one of the things is like what our core values are for my job, and I forgot. I know they're like mutual respect and stuff, but I didn't know what order it was. It's mutual respect, driven and passionate, individual responsibility, and customer focused. And that's, I googled it because it's on there. My lip. Look at my lip. Bit my lip. Okay, anywho, Joel, what am I saying here? I gotta get this interview. Not interview, I gotta get this. I need it. I need to be a trainer. That's where I'm going. That's what I want. I need to do it. It doesn't feel like I bit my lip, but I know I did. Anyway, I'll make it back to this. I'm well prepared for tomorrow's interview. We're gonna go to bed. It's 9:36. Russ will be there in a minute. No, see you later. Good night, kitty. Oh, she don't even care. Toodles.